What if something in the sky was watching you? Not a drone, not a satellite, but something alive, something waiting to be seen. Welcome to Movie Reviews YT, where cinema isn't just watched, it's lived. Today we take you on a journey that turns cosmic horror into a visual and symbolic spectacle. Nope, the film by Jordan Peele that redefines contemporary horror with silent power and relentless tension. A remote valley, a grieving family, and a sky that hides more than it reveals. Nope doesn't scream, it doesn't chase, it watches, and then it strikes. The story leads us deep into rural California, to the Haywood Ranch, home to generations of horse trainers for the film industry. After the unexplained death of their father, young OJ is left to continue the business alongside his charismatic and energetic sister Emerald. But something above their heads starts to change everything. Strange disappearances, flickering lights, sounds that shouldn't exist, and a space in the sky that feels wrong. This isn't your typical UFO. It's not a spacecraft. It's something more primal, more hungry, and much closer than you think. Jordan Peele builds tension in layers. Every scene is a puzzle, every silence a warning. The viewer is slowly, but inevitably, pulled into a suspended atmosphere where even the air feels heavy with dread. The sky becomes a character. The goal isn't just to find out what's hiding in the clouds, but how to face it, how to survive, and whether that's possible without looking it straight in the eye. The characters are drawn into a real struggle, not just for survival, but for visibility, for truth. But Nope isn't just tension. It's a spectacle. Peele plays with the language of cinema itself. The film is about performance, image, control. About what we're willing to do to see and to be seen. The mysterious presence in the sky isn't just an alien threat. It's a symbol of an industry that consumes, absorbs, and spits out anyone who dares to look too long. In this way, the film is a powerful critique of our obsession with imagery, virality, fame. And it does all this without ever losing rhythm, thanks to stunning cinematography and sequences that look like moving paintings. The tension sharpens when we meet Jupe, a former child TV star now managing a Western theme park. His past is marked by a traumatic event during a sitcom taping, an incident shown in fragmented flashbacks, but central to understanding the film's logic. The show must go on even when it becomes monstrous, even when it devours its stars. Jupe tries to control the unknown, to tame it, but Peele shows us the unknown cannot be controlled. It reveals itself and takes what it wants. The turning point comes when OJ realizes that in order to confront the creature, you have to look at it, but never directly. You have to understand it like a predator, with instinct, silence, intelligence. The plan he and Emerald devise is a mix of bravery, desperation, and creativity. But in every move they make, there's something deeper, the need to leave a mark, to capture the truth, to make visible what shouldn't be, to get finally the perfect shot. Among the strongest themes in Nope are the control of imagery, the spectacle of trauma, and the man versus nature relationship. But Peele doesn't offer answers. He plants questions. He leaves you thinking, what are we willing to risk for the perfect shot? When reality becomes so spectacular, it feels like fiction. What's left to believe in? Every character represents a different facet of that obsession. Some watch, some run, some try to dominate, and some just want to understand. Peele's direction is razor sharp. The editing alternates between pure silence and bursts of terror. The soundtrack knows when to whisper and when to scream. And then there's the sky, unmoving yet alive. A void that becomes a predator, a horror that doesn't need to jump at you to terrify. It watches and waits. Visually, the film offers some of the most iconic scenes in recent memory. Horses vanishing into the clouds, flags drifting through nothingness, a house drenched in blood like something out of a nightmare, and each image is loaded with symbolism, meaning, and layered messages. Nope asks its viewers not only to look, but to look inward, to ask themselves, what's our role in this circus of images? Are we spectators, performers, victims, predators? And in the end, when the clouds part and the truth is captured, is that really a victory? Or just another illusion, another image, another spectacle to consume? If this trip through the clouds kept you on edge, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Every week, new recaps, new insights, new nightmares to explore together. And now it's your turn. Who do you think is the real threat in Nope? The entity in the sky, or our need to keep watching it? Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Because remember, sometimes the greatest danger is exactly what you can't stop looking at. But Nope goes even further. It embeds within its horror a profound reflection on Black visibility in American media. The Haywoods aren't just horse wranglers. They're descendants of the very first man captured in motion picture history, the unnamed Black rider in Edward Muybridge's photographic series. That detail isn't throwaway. It's Peele's statement. The Haywoods are reclaiming history, visibility, and legacy. They are not side characters. They are at the center of this narrative, trying to be seen on their own terms, not just through the lens of a system that's long profited off their labor and image. Emerald, with her infectious charisma, isn't just comic relief. She embodies the struggle of wanting to be acknowledged, to be famous, to be valued. But her charm masks a deep yearning to break out of the forgotten space where so many Black creatives are placed. Her drive to capture the perfect shot is more than survival. It's symbolic of a cultural fight for recognition. And OJ, calm, reserved, observant, is the opposite. His relationship with the horses mirrors his relationship with the creature, one built on respect and understanding. He doesn't want to dominate. He wants to coexist, to decipher danger without provoking it. His journey becomes a lesson in humility, strategy, and ancestral wisdom. Then there's Antlers Holst, the grizzled cinematographer who joins their mission. His obsession with the impossible shot, the one that can't be faked, can't be denied, is a chilling commentary on artistic sacrifice. He's the metaphorical filmmaker who gives everything for the image, even his life. Because in this world, the camera eats first. The creature itself, eventually revealed to be a living, territorial predator, is unlike anything we've seen. Its design is majestic and horrifying, like a cross between a jellyfish, a sand dollar, and a biblical angel. It floats with elegance, then attacks with fury. It is cinema incarnate, beautiful, dangerous, hungry for your gaze. It's not enough to escape it. You have to understand its rules. You have to play its game, or be consumed by it. The climax, set against the vast openness of the desert and backed by a swelling operatic score, is a masterclass in tension and pacing. As Emerald rides a motorbike through dust and fear, as OJ faces the creature in a silent standoff, and as Holst rolls his final reel, Peele orchestrates a ballet of dread and determination. It's not just a battle for survival. It's a spectacle, a performance, one final act on a stage built by stardust and silence. And even then, Peele subverts expectations. The final shot, the real one, the one Emerald captures with a hand-cranked camera from a well-worn carnival attraction, is almost poetic, grainy, raw, honest, not high-tech, not polished, just real. A reminder that sometimes the truth doesn't come in HD. Sometimes it's buried in analog silence, in effort, in blood. So what is Nope really about? It's about the dangers of looking, the price of spectacle, the monsters we create, and the ones we feed. It's about who gets to be seen and who's forced to look away. And perhaps most hauntingly, it's about the part of us that can't stop watching, even when we know we should. If that thought chills you, if you've ever felt that itch to pull out your phone during tragedy, to post before processing, to look longer than you should, then Nope is talking to you. It's holding up a mirror, and what you see, that's the real horror. Like this breakdown? Hit the like button and subscribe to Movie Reviews YT for more deep dives that don't just explain, they challenge. Let us know in the comments. Was the real villain the creature or the audience that needed to see it? Turn on that bell, because next time, the sky might be watching you too.